May is looking at the list of names of victims of this mysterious curse that they received from Alessandro. Okay, so we know Au.Ra and Mac and, well, me, and Ea-nasir and Mel didn't stick. Val? Okay, Stella, Alex, Erzbeth, Phoenix, Dame. Okay, I was starting to think I saw, like, only hero class pattern, but okay, no, Damien. Then there is Alice, Vrox, hero class again. Kevin? Guys, freaking Kevin got cursed.
Huh.
Bummer.
And last but not least, Artemisia, who is also a suspect.
How can she be cursed and a suspect at the same time?
She may have faked it.
But what if it was just like she was testing out the curse on herself to see if it was going to work, and then she just like fixed it?
Yeah. I mean, Wiz did note here that she fixed it herself. So that could totally be what happened.
Huh.
So what do we do? Like, who do we talk to?
May kind of looks around, waiting for anyone to take charge. But when she realizes that ain't gonna happen, she sits up straight. Well, I think we should start with the 4 suspects, because there's 4 of them.
Should we go together, or one person takes on one person?
That's a good question, actually. You want to do good cop, bad cop again, Mel?
Oh, that was fun. Yeah.
Okay, so basically, you're nice and sweet and supportive, and I try to press out the truth.
Okay, I'll try my best.
We don't know how the person will react to being questioned, so it might not be the best idea to try to talk to them individually.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I think instead of splitting up as Mel asked, it's probably better if we go as a group.
True. These are magical, dangerous individuals. So, anyone up to some questioning? Interrogation?
Well, if we picture it from like their perspective, if they are just, suspects, but they aren't actually the person that did it, how would you feel if, some strangers came up to you and started asking a lot of questions about your innate supernatural abilities?
I don't know, man. I don't have supernatural. Wait. She looks down at her hands.
I mean, it would be kind of, saying like you went through their the social media page, then just looked at the pictures and you found some details, and then you're questioning them about the details in the photos. It would be like weird.
Well, but as heroes, we will have to accept that sometimes we will look weird.
Huh. Yeah, I guess that's true. I really thought about it that way. Homer looks down at himself. But still, so we just want to spearhead right on to these people and question them. Do we want to do something like, take them aside, try to smoothing them up a bit, trying to get on the good side, or anything?
I mean, we have 4 suspects. We can try 4 different approaches.
Yeah, I guess. Well, then we might as well just try with the head-on approach and, well, see if it pays off.
Yes. Okay, I think we should just see first who we could find alone.
But does anyone know how the ones in the other class looks? I don't think I've ever met those people.
No, but here's the thing, like with the social media page, we got their names. So if you just pull out your handy smartphone and you type in their names to the page, and wha-bam, here's one of them.
Good detective work, home run.
As you can see, this suspect appears to be enjoying the company of felines.
So maybe the feline plays the curse. I don't know how magic works.
Maybe it's like his conduit to the well, to the supernatural.
Okay then, so, well, let's go find Jack. Jacques.
Maybe it's pronounced Jake.
Chuck.
Chuck.
I don't speak French.
It's
Jacques.
French.
I mean, the spelling, look.
Huh. Yeah, I guess so. So, anyone know which class he belongs to? Like, specifically?
Wasn't he in 1B?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it was.
Yeah, he's a first year and he's not in our class, so yes.
I mean, yeah, it looks like his last class ended like hours ago. But, let's see here. We could try to, I don't know, get to him, confront him, scout him out, I don't know, before his first class tomorrow.
Yeah, we could do that.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, and there's also 2 others in class 1B that are suspects, so maybe we can just get 3 in one shot, or...
What do you mean you want to, like, interrogate all 3 of them at the same time?
No, not at the same time, but if they're all going to the same place, maybe we could have an opportunity to... Well, okay, now I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's find Jacques in the morning.
Yeah.
So I'll...
Yeah, we probably won't try to start anything in front of the teachers.
Yes.
Yeah, that might be a bad idea.
So, see you tomorrow?
Sounds good. See you tomorrow.
Yep, bright and early.
Yep.
Night!
Mac, perplexed by the things I've heard today, and slightly frustrated that the first real superhero thing we're doing at the school is outside of his expertise, goes towards his room.
With somber feelings, you step towards the door to your dorm, trying to get some rest after all of this that happened today. But as you're close by, you hear something strange from inside. Your drapery seems to be moving about inside, as if your window is open.
Mac, hearing the movement from inside of his room, pauses for a second. Tensing up, he, after have increased his weight several times, puts his hand upon the doorknob, gently open it as to not crush it in his hands.
You slowly open the door, and you see inside. The room seems to be untouched except for one thing. The windows have been slightly opened, and a cold breeze are flying into the room. And after a quick scan, you do see something moving. Atop of the bookshelf, something sits. And finally, you see it.
Mac looks at the bird sitting atop his bookcase. He breathes out a sigh of relief and casually enters his room. He opens one of his drawers and pulls out what looks like a bag of seeds, to then go to his sofa, sit down, pour out some seeds onto the table, and then go, "Hey, my little buddy.
Seeds? How demeaning.
You used to love seeds. What happened to you?"
I grew taste. Compared to... And he looks towards the half-eaten doner kebab sitting in front of you. Compared to some.
You do know that 1 or 2 of the places sells that in town are rumored to use pigeon meat.
Yes. So that's just a tragedy. Either way. And he starts flying down towards the table and starts picking at some of the seeds. A true gentleman does not discard food when it's presented to him, and he starts picking it up one at a time.
So is this a business or a pleasure meeting?
He stops his eating and looks up to him. You know the Earl, they are both in his case. Either way, I have 2 letters to you. One arrived earlier today, and one is arriving near right about now. And he puts forth 2 letters from a tiny bag he has.
Mac picks up the letters. Is this a personal call, or is it to all 3 of us?
Specifically to you, Ebony and Ivory.
I thought we got past that, Cornelius. You've been to my place enough times.
I'm just trying to hold some standard of professionality if someone has to in this organization.
You haven't tried ripping out my guts, so I'm okay. So in my book, you're as friendly as his minion comes.
I have no reason to rip out your guts. You are one of the friendlier people I give letters to. I mean, one of your brothers always tried to hit me down every time I try to do something.
Yeah, it started as a bet between the 2 of them.
How barbaric. And he starts picking further at the seeds.
Mac gives a agreeable grunt while he opens the letters.
You rip open the first letter, and you notice that this paper seems to be really expensively made. Maybe not even from wood made from this realm. And you fold it open and you start reading the letter. Dear Ebony and Ivory, I hereby cordially invite you to my manor, as I have trapped both your brothers in my pit of endless snakes. I'll be preparing tea and biscuits for your arrival, so we can discuss your surrender. I hope you're having as a wonderful day as I am. Sincerely, your friend, Earl Nothingwhere.
Mac looks at the letter and asks Cornelius matter-of-factly, does he really have my brothers, or is it weird clones again?
Open the second letter, Maximilian.
I got you to call me something else.
I noticed that some of these seeds are in quite high quality. You at least deserve that.
Mac, with a slight smile on his face now, opens the second letter.
Dear Ebony and Ivory, it is with great regret I have to inform you that your brothers escaped my pit of endless snakes, and also destroyed my snake generator on their way out. I've put both the tea and the biscuits inside a temporal stasis for your next time instead. I'll hope you have a better day than I am having. Sincerely, your friend Earl Nothingwhere. P.S. Don't forget to give Cornelius some extra snacks while he's there. He was quite bothered having to do 2 trips today, and that he believed were unnecessary in nature.
Well, that settles that one.
He seemed quite displeased in the entire matter. He was really looking forward to having some tea time with you.
Did my brothers at least not hurt him too bad?
Oh, no. As soon as they came, he kind of jumped ship and made his way into the center of the sun where he has his hidden laboratory.
Well, you have done your work. Do you still want the extra seeds, or...?
I do believe I don't want to disturb you any further. Can you pack them up and I will take them with me, ready to go?
Oh, okay. Mac closes the bag and puts it up on the table in front of him.
Thank you, Maximilian, and I do have to say, you should really consider some better food for eating. Your body is your temple, after all.
I don't eat seed, Cornelius.
Well, I mean, and he looks once again towards the containers strewn around on the table.
Point taken.
Either way, I also have to say sorry. I truly hope that your janitor can fix the lock. Now, I will be going. Bye-bye! And he starts flying away from you, disappearing into the sunset.
Mac looks out the window towards the rapidly shrinking shadow on the night sky. He looks at the lock on the window and lets out a small sigh. How am I gonna explain this to the janitor?
This day has been a very hectic day, but it's not quite over yet. After leaving her friends by the dorm, May makes her way towards the school to meet up with Iron Knight, Callum. Today is the day he's going to start teaching her more about martial arts, improving her skills in other ways than just the use of her natural powers. After some quick greetings, he leads her towards the gym to start the lesson.
So, Callum, sir, did you have a nice day?
I would say I had, but in a place like this, there's never really quiet days, so to say.
So, is it just you and me, sir?
No, there's another student that's quite adept at martial arts. I thought it would be a good opportunity for both of you to train together to enhance your abilities even further. Just training with me would be detrimental to your advancement. Just fighting one opponent leads you to develop techniques and habits that only work on them, surprising you as soon as you meet someone else.
Is it someone I know?
Yes, I would say so. I believe you met Phoenix already.
Oh, yeah, a little bit. They're in the hero class.
Exactly. They are also one of the students that specializes in martial arts. Either way, we should really get in now. We can't have them waiting for too long. And Callum opens the door into the martial arts area of the gym.
May follows him kind of nervously, looking around.
Ah, Phoenix, I see you're here already. Yeah, I mean, it's not every day I get to train with one of the greatest martial artists in the entire world. About that. You're not going to be training with me today. You're going to be training with May over here. I think you two should start out first, given that you're in the same ballpark of skill. And I will study you from afar, see what you can do, and start making training schedules based on that. Okay, sir?
Hi.
Phoenix looks over to you, and suddenly jumps off the bench we are sitting on, and then moves over towards you. Hi, May. I think we have spoken once before. Phoenix.
Yeah, I'm May, but you already knew that. Hi.
Hi there. So, you're also a martial artist, eh?
Yeah, my mom taught me.
Training directly from one of the greatest heroes? I'm kinda envious, actually.
Yeah, I'm lucky. So, where did you learn?
Oh, you know, training videos, movies, clubs, that kind of thing. Little bit of everything, really. Phoenix, you shouldn't be that jealous. Minerva is well enough, but she's far from an expert, and has several flaws herself in both execution and training.
May kind of stares at him.
He kind of looks over towards you, May. May, I trained her. I know exactly what she can do. And while she's a fantastic roboticist with one of the greatest power armors in the world, her martial arts is still something lacking for someone that would call themselves an expert.
I just, I mean, you taught her, so it's kind of strange to hear you, no disrespect, sir!
None taken, but that girl, she always skimped on the martial arts lesson, preferring to compensate with gadgets instead of pure skills. She was disrespectful the entire training time.
I guess it's kind of helpful with, like, rocket launchers to aid your kicks.
I would just call that cheating, but no matter. Either way, I will be sitting here by the benches. Both of you, get into the ring, facing each other.
Yes, sir!
Okay, kids, this will be quite simple. I just want you to do what you can, show me your skill, and I will evaluate you from there. First rule, no hitting the face. Second rule, do not hit each other in any sensitive areas, like the groin and such. Third rule, Try not to hurt your opponent. Just feel them out. See what they can do. 4th rule. No active use of power. That means that you can't use your lasers, enhanced senses that are not natural to your already existing senses and anything like that. And you, Phoenix, you can't use any of your offensive telepathic abilities. Is that clear? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. 5th rule. If I say stop, you stop. If your opponent says stop, you stop. Is that clear? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, I want you to bow to your opponent and give them the respect they deserve. Then, when you're done, I will count to 3 and we will begin the sparring. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. And Phoenix looks you in the eye and gives you a deep bow before rising up again.
May does the same.
Good. On a count to 3. 1, 2, 3!
May raises both her fists and jumps a little from one foot to the other, studying Phoenix, expecting them to do something. But when nothing happens, May darts forward and throws a high kick, which Phoenix blocks seemingly automatically. At the same time, they kick her other leg, and May drops, but catches herself on her 2 hands and bounces back up. There is another pause as the 2 opponents study each other intently. And again, as Phoenix seems to decide to do nothing, May darts forward and throws a series of punches, which to her great annoyance, Phoenix catches again and again. Her fists rain down upon them, and as this avalanche of punches keeps Phoenix seemingly occupied, May gets an idea. As they seem completely occupied on defense, May reaches out to grab their wrists and jumps to kick with both soles of her feet into their stomach.
But in that very moment, May sees something. The small twinkle of a smile upon Phoenix's mouth. As soon May jumps, they do the same, causing both of you to be suspended in the air for a few seconds before landing on the mat, Phoenix above May. And in that moment of confusion, Phoenix managed to catch May in a good lock, where escape seems impossible. And Callum shouts out, "Stop! Stop!" As Callum shouts, Phoenix quickly disentangles himself from May and stands straight up.
May also scrambles to her feet.
Good for starting, but I have some comments. First of all, May,
She straightens up.
you're being too aggressive, never really taking the time to study your opponent, see their weaknesses and such. Instead just rushing on ahead, leaving yourself open for counterattacks again and again.
Yes, sir!
And Phoenix! Yes, sir? You're being too passive. It's good to stand back and study your opponent to know what they can do, but then not use the opportunities you're given to make a good counterattack. That is a major flaw in your style. Both of your styles seems to be each other's opposite. I think that both of you might be able to learn something from the other. Yeah, sir.
Yes, sir!
Now, good. Okay, I'm going to write up a training plan. I'll be with you soon again. And Callum moves a bit away to one of the other benches to work on some papers for a more regimented training plan. As he does, Phoenix takes a step beside you. Hey, you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks. Are you?
Yeah. I didn't hurt you too much with the fall, right?
Oh no. Not at all. Nice blocking.
Yeah, thank you. Heat of a moment thing.
Yeah, like it almost seemed like you knew what I was gonna do. Wait a minute. Hey, he said no powers!
Yeah, but offensive powers, the ones you actually have to consciously use. I'm both a telepath and an empath, and I can't really completely turn it off, so some of your instincts and attacks, I can read them whether I want it or not.
Huh.
Yeah, and I believe the way he's trying to regiment this is not only train us as, without using our powers, but actually incorporating our passive abilities into our fighting styles. I'm guessing I have heard that you have some senses that are not really human that you can't completely turn off.
Yeah, that's what my glasses are for. And she kind of subconsciously corrects their alignment on her nose.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Those that we can turn off and always have. It's just another sense to us. No sense in pretending that they're not there.
Yeah, it's I have like constant X-ray going on, so I mostly wear glasses to be polite.
Polite for what? I mean, seeing people's bone structures don't seem to be the biggest invasion of privacy.
I can also see people's like temperature and flesh and yeah.
Okay, that might be more invasion of privacy than just seeing bones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not to mention confusing. Like I can see through walls, so how do I know if I'm about to walk into something?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea to wear the glasses then.
Yeah, so politeness and not walking into walls, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, could you show me how you did that thing? And she raises her hands to imitate one of their blocks.
Yeah, I could. But first, I do have a question to ask you, if I'm not being too invasive.
Sure.
Well, you see, me and Val, we were part of a group with some of the last year's third years, and when they went, we kind of lost some people in that group. Do you perhaps play tabletop role-playing games?
Do I?
That's wonderful too. Hey,
I'm so yeah. I play a bit.
Well, you see, me and Val, we're planning to start a D&D campaign, and we're seeing if some of the students here are interested. Are you?
May suddenly right up in their face. Yes, please.
They give you a very bright smile. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, we can exchange numbers later. I think Callum is getting over here, but yeah, we see if some people more are interested, and then we can maybe start a group. I don't know, maybe in a week or two, but still, yeah, wonderful to hear.
It would be so great. Thank you for inviting me.
No, thank you for coming in. It would be awesome.
I'm so excited.
And as you speak, Callum is starting to return towards you. Okay, I made a training regiment that we should probably follow from here on. Okay, first of all, I want you to stand by the wall and we can start with the training. And both you and Phoenix start with the basic training stuff that you spend the rest of the evening completing.